Hello, I'm Crystal Fuentes, the founder of The Ladies Coach, and also your host and coach for today. Have you ever seen those couples who are always just so bubbly and happy around each other? Like they just came to life out of a stock photo? They never argue, fight, or have any problems, right? Even as a relationship coach, I always get asked, do you and your partner ever fight? To which I answer, all the time. The difference is in the way we argue. Arguing is absolutely okay when you're in a relationship. Why? Because you're in a relationship with a completely different human being with different views of the world. Even beautiful relationships have problems. In fact, it's healthy to have arguments in a relationship. In a lot of ways, it shows that you're confident about who you are and what you stand for. But there are times people take arguing to an absurd level that completely damages the trust and sanctity of their relationship. Also, some people are a little too dramatic. Most of the couples I talk to whose trust has been damaged didn't come from any specific event, but in the way they both communicated it to each other, which means how they argued about a specific situation or event is what damaged trust the most. We have to be careful that when we argue, we aren't choosing the need to be right over loving our partners. Victimizing yourself or proving how right you are keeps us attached to our ego. And when our ego is involved, we bring out all the weapons, as if we're at war with the ones we love. We're not at war, and believing you are will eventually threaten something you hold so dearly. Threatening your relationship destroys trust, no matter what the argument is about. Oftentimes, even harder to repair than someone being unfaithful. As much as this sounds contradictory, there is such thing as healthy arguments. So how do we fight fair? I'm so glad you asked. Here's the thing to remember, and it sounds really, really strange. Stay true to the fight. This means whatever you're fighting about, stay on that topic. Stay in the moment. When we're in the heat of a battle, we start looking for emotional ammunition to take the other person down. The sure sign that you're not staying true to the fight is when you start using words like always and never. To say someone always does something is a very big claim. And although it might feel that way, it's probably not true. When we use these two words in an argument, you're not talking about the fight anymore. You're making it about the person. You make it personal. And as soon as we make it personal, we make our significant others feel like they're not enough. And imagine how things can escalate from there. I mean, how do you react when you don't feel good enough? It makes us do crazy things, right? That is why it is important to keep this in mind when we are caught in an argument with our spouse. Loving them is more important than being right. If you find yourself consistently getting into really harsh, abusive fights with your partner, you may want to look at how you're communicating in your relationship. Honestly, yelling and shouting fights are a clear sign of a lack of respect that you both have for each other in the relationship. Just so you know, respect is a key factor in sustaining relationships. So just remember this. Stay true to the subject. Don't make it personal, and love them more than your need to be right. Arguing can be healthy as long as you're doing it the right way. As always, there are more resources for you on the Ladies Coach site, so make sure you don't miss all the goodies. Until next time, mwah.